Hello, my beautiful little muglets. At this point, the poll, I don't think anyone's voting on it anymore, and it's still at yes, so this is our new intro. I guess you're just gonna have to get used to it. Today we are talking speed, not the drug. I hope I don't get demonetized for that. Anyway, I remember like a week or two ago I was doing some arena and I was just kind of rambling as I usually do because one of their Judiths was faster than my Judith and I was like, how? My Judith has like 240 speed. Maybe I said she has 240 speed, I don't know. To be perfectly honest, she did not have 240 speed at that point. Coming clean, Mogati exposed as hell. Where is she actually? There she is. But now she does. 240 exactly. So now I'm making this video. So I don't come out as a liar, even though I just kind of admitted that I am. Thanks to this speed sword we got yesterday. I exaggerate things a lot as well when I am upset. And I was definitely upset because I was just kind of hoping it'd be an awesome speed sword. I was talking to my friend, which is kind of like my Secret Service agent. He gives me a lot of inside information. I think he said he's okay with me like saying who he is. I just kept him kind of hidden because I didn't want to get him in trouble with like his leaker community, but I actually never even thought about how to pronounce your name, to be honest. I'm just gonna call you Az. I could call you like AZ. Right before I bought the sword, I actually asked for his opinion to go for weapon or necklace, and he said weapon, definitely. My weapon got plus 22 speed on it. It's sex. Now I'm gonna get demonetized. So that got my hopes up a lot, and I was like, yeah boy, let's go get 22 speed, and then, you know, it turned out to be 12 speed. This is one with 10 with 20% effectiveness that I gave to Dizzy, which I think actually is better. And I know some people were saying the weapon I actually got was very good for Dizzy. So the one I got from Raid, the one I made the video on yesterday, because of the HP, and Dizzy can be like, you know, she should be maybe a little bit tanky because her job is to debuff and not really to do damage. You know, some HP isn't bad, or also for support heroes, which I don't really consider all that often. I probably should consider more. Like this one at plus 11 already has 10 speed. That could potentially go up again at plus 15, potentially having even more. I just don't have anything to raise weapons because I've been raising so many weapons trying to get that missing speed for my Judith to get her to that 240 I said she had a while ago. I mean, anyway, this isn't really the point of the video, but at the same time, there's not really much to say. Get a bunch of speed rolls, get a speed set, and get 85 speed boots. That's how you get 240 speed. But slightly more in depth, what I'm doing is focusing mostly on the left side equipment. So I have 12 speed on all three here. The helmet, the sword, and the chest piece. And you know, with that, you're already close. I got pretty lucky with the necklace that has 11. Of course, speed substats on the right side gear is much harder because all that stuff is very hard to get. Besides the boots, of course, but boots don't really matter as far as speed is concerned because it's the main stat and you can't get a substat with the main stat. The ring can definitely be much higher. I think I even have maybe higher rings. It's just that they're on other units that I care about, so I don't want to give that to Judith for like +1 speed when they need the other stats as well. Yeah, here's one with 8 speed, which is on Shuri, which actually isn't that good except for the attack percent. Literally pretty much nothing else besides that speed there. So, I mean, I could actually consider that. And all of the 88 accessories I get out of Hell Raid are defense rings. I don't know if I just like keep killing the same elite bosses that keep giving me the same stuff or if it is really random. But yeah, I mean, they have high potential as well. This one at +6 already has 7, which is 1 point lower than my highest. So that could potentially go, you know, very high if I get that up to 9. But then again, it's on the defense set with effectiveness, which some can use, I suppose. There's also like, all the stats are decent here. Health, crit damage, attack. It's just a shame it's on the defense set. Even like effectiveness main stat you can use, right? This one, I got it to +3, it didn't go to speed, so I just kind of like moved on to the next. This is the same story. This one has like no good substats, all flat of health, defense, and attack. Like almost the worst stats you can have. And yeah, I didn't even upgrade this one as there is no speed. Of course, I would swap out the ring. Like if I got that +6 up to like 9 or 12 and it went to like 15 speed, absolutely, I'd switch it out and then just try and find another piece over here on the speed set. Because as you can see, she just has a speed set and then 2 broken pieces with like the pieces I had the most speed on. Well, it may be less about luck and more about just gathering all the highest speed items you have from all your characters. Make sure she has at least 4 speed sets and then, you know, whatever else. And that's pretty much it. Judith needs to be fast because if I don't go first, if my Judith doesn't go first, the battle is like 95% chance lost. With that being said, why don't we go into some arena? So we've only done the first 5 easy ones. They're already a little bit tough, I guess. Not really. Like, we could probably do this first one. There's a Moonlight Aura in there. Also, I should probably switch out Shuri. He's really not doing much here. I think I'd rather have Sez, honestly, but Sez isn't built really well currently. And Shuri, like if I gave Sez the best of his current gear and the best of Shuri's gear, might be good, or the other way around could also work. Let's give it a try. Let's see how much faster we are than... Oh no, Lytica is so fast. I forgot about that. Lytica, please. Whew, that was close. My Dizzy's also faster. Yeah, so my Judith is at 100, whereas their Lytica's at 82. Lytica has insane starting speed, much higher than Judith's if I recall correctly. We can check that out later. But yeah, boom, there we go. Now all my heroes get to go first. Burn that up. I mean, uh-oh. I actually don't think Moonlight Aura. I think Moonlight Aura has immunity, which is bad. That just means she'll be the one we kill first, because at this point it doesn't really matter. The others are going to hit like wet noodles because they're attack downs, except Bellona. I think Bellona actually doesn't have an attack down, so we should probably get rid of her. She does have the decreased hit chance, but that doesn't mean everything, and she will be going next, so better safe than sorry. We can try and stun Lytica. It did work, which is always cool, and probably kill her now. And then from here on we can auto. I saw a video the other day shared by, again, my Secret Service agent dude, of ML Lots and Sez together. And it's a pretty crazy combo. ML Lots is a mage. He can hold the soul book, then you can burn Sez's ultimate, which does a ton of damage. And then, like, you know, Sez has some AoE when he kills a target. And if you stack massive attack on him, which you can do since you can completely ignore speed due to ML Lots, boosting his combat readiness to 100%, you know? So you just make him like pure attack, no other stat, because that's what his AoE splash is based on. This one, I'm fairly confident we're going to be faster than the Shadow Rose. Judith has quite a bit faster. Oh yeah, I wanted to check Lytica's base speed. Yeah, 124. That's some of the highest base speed in the game, for sure. Even Judith is fast at like, what is she, 114? No, 117. So not that far off, but still, that amount of speed definitely can make a big difference when, you know, I've been scrounging around for 1 speed here and there for the past couple of weeks. So, yeah. This one, again, I'm fairly confident we'll be faster. I'm just not too sure if we'll be able to kill the important ones. Shuri doesn't have enough crit chance yet. And if he doesn't crit, he hits like a wet noodle. But thankfully, Dizzy actually does quite a lot of damage and mostly debuffs them all. She has a lot of effectiveness, so I'm fairly confident, as you can see. Well, Moonlight Aura didn't get the decreased speed, but that's not really a big deal. Hopefully they'll get knocked back more. I think all but Bellona. We could kill Bellona. Baloney? We should call her Baloney. I actually never even thought about that. I just got like clever mode activated. I don't know how much that Celestial Mercedes is gonna hurt me. Hopefully not too much. But it could be. Nope, not too much. Probably would have killed me if she didn't have all those debuffs though. Gonna be honest. Alright, so yeah. I think you pretty much get the point of why speed is important with a cleave team. You know, some people say cleave teams fall out late game, but I'm convinced otherwise after seeing that ML Lot Says video, because that is also a cleave team. You gotta get your Lot super fast, boost up the Says, and Says, a burned Sez's ultimate does a ton of damage. And then the splash damage, you know, well that Sez had like over 5k attacks, so it's gonna be a little bit hard to get that. Then again, still easier since you can ignore every other stat pretty much. Of course you want crit chance and probably crit damage. Maybe not crit damage actually, no? I think attack for Sez is better because of that splash damage is based off of that. But crit chance, I assume, is pretty important. Does ML Lots, I don't know what ML Lots does. That's not ML Lots, is it? I think it actually is. I'm scared. I wish I had ML Lots That'd be a really cool combo. Really fun. I would just give all of Judith's gear to him. I'm trying to make it a habit of going to the journal and looking at the dudes when I'm not too sure. Auxiliary lots. That is him. I am scared now. What's his base speed? Not too bad. Ooh, 112? Well, let's see who has the better gear. Judith is 5 speed faster, which again is big, but you can have like 250 speed. 260, 270 maybe even. I mean, it's possible, right? That actually makes me curious to find out the max, right? So let's do some quick math. It might be off because I don't know exactly how percentages work, like that 25% speed increase. I'm not sure if that's based off of their base or if that's based off of the total, you know? I don't think there's anywhere. It's probably an easy test, but you know, an epic item can start with 4 speed and go up 4 speed per upgrade as far as I'm aware. So the max speed you can get on an 85 epic would be 20. Now that's incredibly high, and you'd not only have to have perfect 4 speed rolls, but have that happen 5 times in a row. So the chances of that happening are astronomically low, but still technically possible. So that means since we can also have an 88 sword, I don't know if that can roll 5 speed, but assuming it can, that would go up to 25 speed, potentially. There's 88 everything in the meantime. So actually we can just round it up, except for the boots, because you can't get substats on the boots, and say you can potentially get 125 speed just through substats. We have 123 total from the set, plus the 40 on the boots. You see how crazy that is? I mean, like the chances. Even if you raised like 1,000 pieces of gear to 15, you know, you probably still wouldn't have one like that. It's just crazy, because that one dude that rolls 1 piece of gear with perfectness without even really knowing it at the time already has a massive advantage over everyone else, you know, at least as far as like cleave comps are concerned, and where speed is literally live or die. Anyway, let's fight this ML Lots team. I don't know if there are any memory imprints over there. Whew. Alright, let's see how close that was. It actually wasn't very close at all, but we do have like 4 damage dealers here, which is not good. Hopefully you can do some good damage here. No criticals, unfortunately. Not like it built her with a ton of criticals. I kind of want to do his AoE. They're all pretty squishy. Critical. All criticals. Good. Nice. Those 2 are gone. Can't do anything with him. Can get you away though. And stun you perhaps. Cool. Just gotta get rid of that immortality now. Come on. Okay, goodbye. But yeah, I guess that is enough speed talk. I kind of find it fun trying to get every little speed stat I can on my Judith to make her the fastest little... I don't know, it feels like I'm gonna say something weird now. I just want her to be fast. And I think the easiest is going to be the ring, probably, even though rings are kind of hard to raise even when you would have them. But 7, you could potentially beat that with a +3 ring if you're really lucky. So beating a 7 ring should be absolutely no problem. It still will take a while, a lot of resources, you know, there are going to be 3 to 4 substats, and you only have a small chance to get that on the +3. If it starts off with like 4 speed, I'm going to bring it to 6. Hopefully it goes up by like 3 or 4. And then if not, I kind of just dump it and wait because I don't have endless resources to raise rings. And there's not really a good way to farm them. Heart of Orbis, 200% please. Thank you very much. I'm like super tangenty today, so I should probably just wrap this up before I start talking about like my top 10 waifus or something. Make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. Leaving a like to enjoy is always greatly appreciated. Also, you can ring that notification bell after you subscribe. I mean, if you want to, you know, no, not holding like a gun to your head or anything, but just saying it's like not really that bad of an idea. No, well, it probably is. Thanks guys, as always, for watching, and until next time.